women do not date out of their race enough, and God, please release my sisters from the shackle of only dating Black men. I feel like it's time for us to explore our options. It's way more of life to see, way more experiences to have.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as per the title, guys, you can see in today's video, we're going to be talking about this YouTube couple that you're viewing here on your screen, just in case you guys aren't necessarily familiar with them. Her name is De'Ara Taylor and his name is Ken Walker. I would say back in 2015, 16, 17, you guys know that here on YouTube, all of these couple channel, these family channel, they were taking over. So Black male doing what they do best. We already know that Black male are the #1 pimp when it pertains to us as Black women, right? So this male that you're viewing here, this male Ken, he basically did what the majority of Black male does. These males don't really like Black women, but one thing that they do love from Black women is the labor that Black women continue to provide for them. Because Ken, even though he was in a, I think almost 10-year relationship long with De'Ara, we already know it's only a matter of time before these males come out here and show their true asses. So right before they break up, there was this video that started surfacing. Naturally, we already know, like I mentioned previously, these males are going to utilize Black women for their labor, but at the end of the day, these males are always going to show Black women who they really are and who they truly prefer. Because this woman that you're viewing here, she was the one that ultimately was in this video that I think initially the Shade Room posted with Ken. He was just willy-nilly out here, even though he was in a full-blown relationship with De'Ara. They were also engaged. This male was just walking around out here like nobody business, and come to find out that this male had been cheating on De'Ara literally throughout the entirety of their marriage. But unfortunately, a lot of Black women, they was taking these very unfortunate predicaments. And we already know this is literally only for optics, because a lot of Black women, they will be in these struggle relationship. These men will literally be out here cheating on them, bringing them back home all type of STDs. But at the end of the day, Black women, they want to be able to say, well, even though he's out here cheating on me, he's having all of these side babies, aka Wendy Williams, he at the end of the day, he always gonna come back to me, right? So unfortunately for De'Ara, after they broke up, I think she came out and spoke about how it was so hard for her to make that initial decision, because she said that this male had been cheating on her throughout the entirety of their relationship, but because they had created such a successful couple channel, she didn't really want to walk away from that money. I think a lot of people will see that as a justifiable reason for you to stay on someone that is continuously out here cheating on you, someone who's continuously embarrassing you. Me, never in a million years will I advocate for a Black woman to stay in a predicament where this male is continuously going out here cheating on you, because at the end of the day, we already know that these males don't really like Black women, but for whatever reason, Black women can't really seem to get that through their head. So fast forward now that she decided that, you know, she had to protect her mental health. She decided that she was also going to build a brand on her own. And naturally, because these males, I have been telling you guys for the longest, they're literally nothing without a Black woman. This woman decided that she was going to go out here. She was going to create her own brand. I think she has this luxury brand where it is called Larvé, and she sells some of the most beautiful sunglasses. And because this leash, this parasite, we already know the one that was really bringing in the views, really bringing in the money, it was her. So this male now, because he see that she's literally out here thriving without his cheating ass, he decided that all of the money that they made prior to their relationship coming to a demise, he just decided that he was going to go out here and spend it on this woman here that is his current new girlfriend. At the end of the day, these men will utilize Black women, specifically darker skinned Black women, to get in the financial bracket that they have always wanted to get. Then once they're there, they're really going to show Black women who they truly are, even though I feel like a lot of Black women, they be getting all of these red flags throughout their relationship. Once again, they like to be able to say, well, at least I got the ring, right? There has been so much that has transpired already in their very toxic relationship. Now that De'Ara is out here thriving on her own, I think just at the end of last year, she decided that she was going to file a lawsuit because She claimed that this male, apart from him cheating on her throughout the entirety of the relationship, he's also financially irresponsible because he's taking all of the money that the dark-skinned black woman decided that she was going to go into a partner business ship with him, and all of this money that Diera basically brought in, he's out here spending it on his true preference. So I came across this lady on TikTok that I think she did a very good job by explaining the whole predicament. So listen to what she had to say, and then we will come back with more.
I'm not a lawyer, but do y'all know these people? They were a pretty successful YouTube couple. But child, on the last day of 2024, she filed a lawsuit against him for theft by taking, also known as stealing, theft by conversion and embezzlement, breach of contract, unjust enrichment, and some other stuff. Let me tell you what's going on in this lawsuit. So this is Diera Taylor, and according to the lawsuit, after 3 months of dating this man, whose name is Ken Walker, the two of them decided to create a YouTube channel called Diera and Ken for Life. The channel grew quickly, and Ken was able to quit his job at Home Depot after they got their first YouTube check. The channel is so successful that in 2016, the couple established their LLC, get some business accounts. At this time, they're getting brand deals, go on tour, and even got to be in a blockbuster movie. Now, the lawsuit says all of the money that was made, whether done as a couple or individually, went into the shared business account. But then Ken Walker was involved in some cheating scandals, which wasn't a good look because their brand was them as a happy couple. Diera and Ken try to work it out. Ken says he's never going to do it again. And then in 2019, he proposes to Diera in Greece. And this proposal and engagement made their brand grow even more. But then in 2020, Ken is caught in another cheating scandal. Child, he was messing up the money and the relationship. The two of them stay together, but Diera starts doing some solo content to keep the YouTube page going. Diera says Ken didn't want to participate in making any content, but also didn't like that she was starting to make content by herself. And eventually, according to her, he got jealous that her solo content was working and causing her to grow as an individual. But then, less than a year later, Ken gets caught in another cheating scandal. And in May 2021, the two of them officially break up. Now, here's where we get to the issue. The lawsuit says that Diera and Ken, with the help of an attorney, agreed on how things would be split. They were expecting to receive $40,000 from a bank loan of a car, and so the two of them would split that evenly, $20,000 for each one. And then they agreed that the YouTube page that they had would stay up because it was generating money, and the money they already had from that would be split, with Ken getting $220,000 and Diera getting $254,000. She got more because she contributed more, according to the document. And then there was about $80,000 that was left in the account, and that was supposed to be used to pay off bills. But Diera says on November 23rd, 2022, she goes into the account to pay some bills and realizes that that $80,000 that was supposed to be in there is almost gone. Diera says she looks into it further and realizes that Ken had been taking money from that account for over a year, and that $40,000 that was supposed to be split from that car loan, he had already received it and kept all of it. Diera says she asked Ken about it, and he admits to taking the money and that he knew he needed to pay it back. At this point, they get their attorney back involved and come up with some new terms. This time they agree that Ken could keep the $40,000 that he was already keeping, allegedly, and the car would be turned over to Diera. They agreed that they would delete their YouTube channel since they couldn't agree on how money from it would be split. Then they had some real estate that they agreed they would sell and then split the proceeds 50-50, and that their LLC would be dissolved on December 30th, 2022. So everything with this agreement goes over fine, except Diera says that Ken never pays her the money that he stole from the account. Time passes, the two of them aren't really communicating, but Diera says she has her attorney contact Ken regarding some taxes that need to be paid for the business, and she says he has yet to pay them. Diera says while Ken continues to not cry broke, he received about $237,000 from the real estate that they sold, and he continues to post himself living a luxurious lifestyle, which she says is clearly making him money, and so she wants her money. The first cause of action is breach of fiduciary duty, which is interesting because this comes down to, as business partners, the two of them were obligated to do what was in the best interest of each other and the business. But Diera says by cheating multiple times and then refusing to make content after cheating, Ken was not acting in the best interest of Diera or the business. She says his decisions essentially ruined the happy couple brand that they created, which in turn impacted their business and money. And therefore, she says she is due damages. She's also suing for theft by taking, breach of contract, and unjust enrichment, which is just her saying that he was made richer by taking money that he didn't have a right to take. So that's the lawsuit. Now tell me in the comments if you remember this couple and was tuned in to their videos.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Another reason 2 billion and 2 on why black woman you need to start coming out here billing with these male. Whenever these male want to get something, make them go out here and bill it on their own, because we have way too many stories at this point where black woman, they decided that they were gonna bill with these men, they decided that they were gonna employ these men, they decided that they were gonna get impregnated by these men, and ultimately decided that they were going to marry these men. And we have seen over and over that black woman, whenever you put yourself in these type of predicament, it will never ever work, because like I have told you guys before, black woman, you will never ever be able to bring a man up to your level. The only thing that he will do is pull you down to his. But nonetheless, guys, this is all that I have to say on this whole predicament. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about De'Ara deciding that she was going to build with this dust bucket. Fast forward for them becoming successful, he continuously cheating on her with the woman that are his true preference, and now she had to sue him because the money that they made together, he's out here being this little irresponsible dust bucket that he is, and decided that he was literally going to withdraw everything from the joint account that they made. And again, why are you as a single woman? Because in my opinion, and according to the law, you're either married or you're single. There's no in between. Black woman, why are y'all out here building these very successful business, buying all of these type of stuff for a dusty boyfriend? Like, just why? But nonetheless, guys, this is all that I have to say on this whole predicament. What are your thoughts and opinion, or please get in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.
Black women, it's time to hold ourselves accountable, because we are reaping what we sowed. We have lied and gassed black men up for centuries, letting them think that they are kings with no kingdoms, letting them think that they are the emperor when they are naked. And now we are dealing with the consequences of those actions. Instead of being honest with black men and requiring them to do better for not only themselves, but the community that they helped create, we have allowed them to tear it apart and then put it back together quietly behind their backs, and then still let them get the credit for it.